and we are back with season 2 of House of Pain Wrestling. And of course, you've got to have your boys Pro Team on there, and never ever forget there is no team like Pro Team. We're gonna win!
We are so excited to be back in House of Pain, aren't we? We're about to make some skulls crack with this Pro Team. So, House of Pain fans, you're about to see Pro Team shake.
Hello again, wrestling fans, and welcome to season 2 of House of Pain TV. As you saw at the top of the program, we have a huge 6-man tag team main event in this episode, as all 3 members of Pro Team, Big Papa Goose Troy, Brandon Brooks, and Mr. Number 1 Nyle Hind, collide with the Human Dynamo H-Block, Zach Morris, and Garrett G-Wiz Bond. But that's not all, is it, Tony?
That's not all at all. We've got the House of Pain heavyweight champion, Tank Jackson Bane, is due to make an appearance here today, which I'm excited for. However, before we have our first match, I want to take you backstage to an incident that occurred just earlier today.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Well, I was in here first.
Mate, this is my changing room. Can you not see? My photo is on the wall.
Well, I was here first.
I'll tell you what.
What are you doing?
Get out there, next to the bins, and get changed with the rest of the rubbish. And I'll tell you what, once your boots are laced up, meet me in the ring.
And we're ready for the first match of episode 1, Tony. As you saw just now, Carl Kingsley trying to pull the vet card on young Bret Hero, wanting his own dressing room. Who does he think he is?
Well, it's this attitude of Carl Kingsley's. It's just absolutely disgusting at times. You just wonder where he gets it from.
You see,
young up-and-comer Bret Hero just trying to find a space to get himself ready in. And now he finds himself in the ring with a man that's tried playing a vet card on him.
Well, you do get those people in wrestling, not just British wrestling, who seemingly want their own dressing room all the time. But now you hear the music and we welcome, veteran or not, locker room or not, the breaker, Kyle Kingsley. And if Bret Hero isn't careful, he will be broken right here on episode 1 in our first match. Because Kyle Kingsley is not the kind of man that you mess around with.
He's a very talented individual, it's got to be said, but ever since he had a change in attitude and he had a feud with Don and Dave Andrews, it's just spiraled out of control. He's become more vicious, more egotistical.
But he is, as everyone knows, a former House of Pain heavyweight champion. Over the last few months, he has trimmed a lot of unwanted body fat off of that frame, looking more like a middleweight now.
Looking very solid in the chest area now. Looks like he's been lifting quite a few weights.
Well, I think we can agree that it's the speed of Bret Hero against the aggressive technique of the breaker, Kyle Kingsley. Let's see who comes out on top.
Bell rings, here
in the
we
match
go.
Tonight. We're off. The first match of episode 1, Tony. I'm excited. Although, as you can look in Bret Hero's eyes, he looks a little bit nervous to get into the ring with someone with the experience of Kyle Kingsley.
Certainly a big size disadvantage for Bret Hero here as well. I must say, Kyle Kingsley's been lifting a lot of weights recently, shredding the body fat, and Bret Hero's, well, at least he's got to be at least half the size of Kyle Kingsley, so you've got to wonder if that's going to play into this.
Well, there's a really unnecessary shot there by Kyle Kingsley, who showed he had the size advantage, and you see Bret Hero using his speed with a head scissors, following up with a big drop kick, and now the bully veteran, if you will, has been, and a beautiful dive to the outside. The bully veteran is reeling in Carl Kingsley. I don't think even he was expecting this kind of fire from Brett Hero. As you see Brett cat-like up to the top rope, he jumps, Kingsley avoids him, Brett flies across the ring and gets caught with a backbreaker followed by a flatliner.
It's just a 2 count there, but
We call Carl Kingsley the breaker with that backbreaker. You just saw Brett Hero bend in a position that the body was not meant to be put in, and he is in big trouble right now, Tony.
Carl Kingsley's put many opponent away with a backbreaker, and you got to wonder if he's going to look to break Brett Hero in half here tonight.
He's looking for that big forearm. He's not staying down there as you see him try a wheelbarrow. Kingsley returns
Big knee
with a
to
kick.
the head there.
James, move.
Brett Hero is really giving Carl Kingsley a taste of his own medicine right now as he gets spun out and he reverses. Big moonsault.
Kingsley.
It was a grazing blow, Tony, but it still kept Kingsley down for the 2 with that moonsault as he throws him over to the apron and he kicks him in the head. Over the top rope, into a stunner. Carl Kingsley is on Dream Street. I think he might think twice before he kicks someone out of his locker room again.
Heading back upstairs to try and finish this one off, but Kingsley's beginning to... the big punch to the face there by Carl Kingsley. Needs to get him off the top here.
I know Brett Hero likes to be on the top rope, but that's normally when he's winning the match, not when he's sat on defense with Carl Kingsley, about to bring him off with something that may
Going for a
completely break him in half. You see Brett Hero blocking, returning fire with a few punches to the stomach. You can see he is mounting the offense, but those shots are quite small, so it shows that he's fatigued. Crossbody off, no, but Kingsley uses his size and strength to counter, goes for a follow-up move. But Brett lands behind him, avoids him in the corner into a roll-up. Kingsley kicks out.
Just a 2 there, looked really close that time.
All the way around.
A big spiking DDT.
Spikes him with a dirty DDT.
And he kicked. How on earth did he kick out of that, Sticks?
I either thought he was out cold or he had broken his neck on that one, Tony. He landed right on the top of his head with the rest of his body weight coming down. You can see by the way he's holding his neck that Kingsley is reeling from that DDT. Brett Hero up top again and a horrible landing. Maybe that was all Carl Kingsley could muster on that one after landing directly on his head and barely surviving the DDT. He lifts him off the top, lands him, eats a super kick
to the face. Surely that's got to finish
Big
it now.
charge off the ropes and a massive flapjack right onto his face. Kingsley winds him up.
Big line.
Huge clothesline. He could pin him now, but I have a feeling after the fight that Brett Hero has put up, he wants to put the exclamation point on this win.
You did good, kid. 20 times over.
He lines him up.
And a big forearm. Surely that's got to put Brett Hero away. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, and a 3.
I think with that forearm, the pin was pretty forthcoming. A hell of an effort there by Brett Hero, but a strong win and a strong statement by the breaker, Carl Kingsley. And after that, I think Brett Hero will think twice about trying to go into any locker room that Carl Kingsley ever is in.
Well, hopefully Brett Hero's learning his lesson, but you got to give it to him. One hell of a performance. And let's give it up for him. He's got a very bright future.
Well, as you saw, Carl Kingsley kicking off episode 1 of season 2 of HOPTV. Now we're going to take it backstage to Sarah Timmis, who has the new heavyweight, Gunnarsson.
Thanks, Sticks. I'm here backstage with Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson, you're brand new to House of Pain. You've made such a big impact already. What's next for you?
Whoa. I'm going to stop you right there, Sarah. Right? As a new heavyweight, you're going to be wanting to face other heavyweights, other legitimate threats, And there's no one more legit than CJ Holmes. So tell you what, if you're man enough, why don't you meet me in the ring right now?
Famous last words of CJ Holmes.
Well, Tony, I think we have a bonus match here by the sounds of it. CJ Holmes just challenged the massive Gunnarsson to a singles match. I think this man's had too many headshots.
Is he out of his mind?
I think he is. I mean, we've seen in the past, he challenges anyone, but I think he might have just bitten off far more than he can chew. I mean, Gunnarsson is a big, powerful man. He may be new, but I think he might eat CJ for breakfast, lunch, and then a little bit left over for dinner.
I just wonder when CJ Holmes is going to learn his lesson. He comes out to the ring, interrupts the schedule, makes a challenge, and gets steamrolled every single time.
Well, either way, you hear the music. I mean, he's new to House of Pain, but he is a massive guy, as you can see. He is full of intensity, and he's looking, he's literally circling CJ Holmes like he's going to eat him for breakfast, and CJ Holmes has just attacked Gunnarsson even before the bell went. Maybe he's not crazy, maybe he had a game plan, and CJ Holmes getting shoved away now. He's using a little bit of agility. You see him come off the ropes, crossbody, and that was his big mistake, Tony. You can see up he goes, massive!
Oh my God!
Straight up into a stalling vertical suplex.
Taxi for Holmes.
CJ Holmes is now regretting the decision, going up to Gunnarsson backstage. You see him now, Gunnarsson, he's not even letting him recover.
Absolutely mauling CJ Holmes here. And I imagine Gunnarsson's enjoying this.
Well, judging by the reputation CJ Holmes has with the House of Pain fans, I think anyone watching this episode is probably enjoying it as well. You see,
referee's up to 6 now. They need to get back in the ring.
Just manhandling him, rollers him back into the ring. Up on the apron now, stepping through the ropes for more. You see him being brought up, going for something, but being thrown to his feet. Now he's hooked his head between his legs, turns him upside down.
Oh, what a power bomb! Turned
bomb.
him inside out. That's got to be it, surely. And a DDT to follow it up. Gunnarsson really fired up now.
He could probably.
He wants to finish this. Finish CJ Holmes.
He could most definitely end it there.
Oh, what a line!
Massive lariat, turns him inside
Brutal.
out.
And it's over just like that.
Is your winner.
Absolutely demolished CJ Holmes there.
That might be faster than last season when the Tank Jackson Bane had the vegan for breakfast, shall we say. But Gunnarsson, a very impressive showing of strength, intensity, and pure power. CJ Holmes doesn't know where he is, but there is a new force in House of Pain, and his name is Gunnarsson. Main event time here on episode 1 of season 2, Tony. A huge 6-man tag team match, and as you hear the music, one of the main groups of House of Pain Wrestling about to make their way to the ring, as always led by the former House of Pain heavyweight champion, the massively vocal Big Papa Goose Troy.
And by his side, we've got the man who claims to be Mr. Number 1, Nyle Hind, as well as former Full Throttle champion.
And the collector of the ugliest shirts in wrestling, don't you forget.
Yes, collector of ugliest shirts in wrestling, Mr. Brandon Brooks.
The Pro Team.
of Pro Team.
All together known as Pro Team. And there apparently is no team like Pro Team, as they like to say, and as they probably said at the beginning of the program. Either way, true mainstays here in House of Pain Wrestling over the last couple of years. But their opponents can only be described as a House of Pain dream team. As you hear the music, not as heavy on beats, but much more melody. Three of the most popular wrestlers on the House of Pain roster making their way to the ring in just a moment or two. As you see Pro Team talking some sort of strategy in the corner there. God knows what they could be talking about.
Normally they'd have the...
But here we see one half of the tag team champions, the Human Dynamo H-Block, second generation star Garrett G-Wiz Bond, and one half of the former Heartbreakers, Zach Morris. House of Pain dream team, if I don't say so myself.
One hell of a lineup right there. You got former heavyweights and tag team champions teaming together in this one. A combination of heavyweight style and very hard hitting, and definitely don't forget the speed elements to this team.
I would say that both teams in this six-man tag team match are very well rounded. You know, when it comes to overall skill, that's definitely for sure. We've got some high flyers in there, some heavy hitters, some technicians, some power. This will be a hell of a main event to finish off episode 1, season 2 of HOPTV. So let's see who's going to kick things off for each team.
Troy's going to start off for
Apparently
Pro Team.
Troy and the Human Dynamo H-Block. Okay, a very interesting mix of styles. As you can see, H-Block over the last few months packing on some more muscle, whether it affects his high-flying ability and the way he moves is anyone's business, and here we go. We're off to the races. Six-man tag and a big lock-up to start as Troy shows that he does have the power advantage. Out of the two, he avoids off the rope and a big shoulder block right in the middle, and up comes H-Block with a bit of speed, a leapfrog, a drop down. Troy off the ropes and he blocks the hip toss. Hopkick, H-Block with a backflip onto his feet, hits the ropes, up he goes, Hurricane Rana, beautiful speed. Speed and agility, a handspring back elbow just for good measure. He is owning Troy right now.
Well, it looks like all that muscles he's packed on is clearly not affecting his speed.
And a tag to his tag team partner, Zach Morris. He's had his problems with Pro Team in the past. As you see, Zach Morris trying to take him to his corner.
Biting Zach Morris, completely uncalled for. Tagged in Brandon Brooks.
Horrible tactics there by Troy. Not that we expect anything less. And Zach Morris has tagged in Garrett.
Oh dear, Brandon, you might want to turn round. Oh dear.
I think Brandon expects Zach Morris to be in the ring.
And he looks terrified.
Until he feels the mohawk.
Brandon, it's been horrible knowing you.
And up he goes. Waistlock takedown. Almost through the ring, Tony. Up he goes. Will this be a big power slam? He's pointing over to Pro Team, asking them to watch. Darts him into the top turnbuckle.
G-Wiz making this look easy.
Atomic drop on Brandon Brooks. Second generation star lining up.
Oh, big fist by G-Wiz.
A jab, another one.
Geeing him up.
Winding him up. And a...
he manages to duck.
Brandon Brooks, up he goes.
A flapjack, very nice.
Down on his face. See, Brandon doesn't even know where he is. Quite a unique tag there by
do what works, mate.
G-Wiz.
Do what works, Sticks.
Giving him an assist.
Big
beautiful
flip, well done.
moonsault. Assisted moonsault there by H-Block. Now H-Block's in there. We're probably the only other man on this in this match that can match him for speed. As he lands behind, picks him up into a fireman's carry and drops him neck
right
first.
In the back of the head.
Neck first onto his knee. Brandon Brooks now has the advantage.
Looks like some closed fist by Brandon Brooks.
Following up with some intense punches from a mount position.
Pro Team unable to use the numbers advantage this evening. The Pro Queen of Pro Team, JJ's not here tonight, so they're going to have to stick with the three men.
As you know, as always with Pro Team, the former member, the main spectacle, Bendigo, is probably watching. He's recovering from an ankle injury as we speak. He would love to be here right now, gaining some revenge on his former teammates. As you saw some great teamwork from Pro Team there, keeping H-Block down in the corner with repeated boots. As you see H-Block fight out of the corner, over to the other side to Zach Morris. Here comes Zach with an axe handle and another sledge, knocking Nyle Hind all over the ring. Back elbow, turning him inside out. Here he comes, uppercut in the corner, launches him down, up to the second, flying uppercut, beautiful offense there by Zach Morris. He hoists Nyle Hind up, sit down body slam, and Mr. Number One, proving that it might not just be a nickname, surviving that flurry of offense. What amazing flurry by Zach Morris, who now has Nyle Hind in the corner, whips him over to the other side and almost shifts the wing, almost shifts the ring. Brandon Brooks trying for a cheap shot on the apron, but Zach too quick. And again,
double noggin knockout.
Not going to fall for that trick either. Zach Morris almost taking out Pro Team on his own, and Brandon Brooks pulling the top rope down. Was that by accident or was that on purpose?
I don't think that was by accident. This is starting to spiral out of control. The referee's distracting and Pro Team are beating down Zach Morris on the outside.
G-Wiz obviously thinks he did that on purpose. He was pulling himself up. It just so happened that he did it as Zach Morris was coming off the ropes. A horrible spill to the outside from Zach. But what followed definitely wasn't an accident, as Troy and Brandon Brooks picked the bones.
Pro Team will use any means necessary to get the job done, even if that means bending the rules and cheating behind the referee's back.
Huge high impact clothesline in the corner by Troy, and followed up with a back elbow in the middle by Nyle Hind, but it still only catches a 2 count. A rare miscommunication by Pro Team there, remembering who was the legal man. Maybe they've been cheating too much over the last year and a half here in House of Pain.
You got to think the advantage surely has to go to Zach Morris, G-Wiz and H-Block in this match. If you think about it, H-Block is one half of the House of Pain Tag Team Champions. And also, Zach Morris and G-Wiz have both been Tag Team Champions before.
They have indeed. We have a lot of Tag Team experience in this match from Zach, Garrett, and a backdrop sending Nyle Hind straight into Big Papa Goose.
Right on the goose's egg.
Maybe this is the advantage, or the breakthrough that Zach was waiting for to get to his corner.
Zach really needs to make that tag now.
Pro Team seems to be scrambling around.
G-Wiz is trying to get in. Oh, and a big boot to H-Block. That was completely uncalled for.
G-Wiz not falling for it. And a big tag to G-Wiz. He's in, House of Fire off the ropes. A big flying punch on Brandon Brooks. An atomic drop on Big Papa Goose. A lot of history here.
G'ing it up, there goes the Mohawk. Wow!
Big left hand. A lot of history there between Garrett, G-Wiz Bond and Troy. Brandon Brooks.
Not a wise move by Brandon Brooks.
And a body slam right next to Big Papa Goose. I thought he was going to throw him onto him.
Not sure what G-Wiz is going to be up to. He's going up top. We don't see this very often. Let's see what he's going to be up to. Big leap off the top. Oh, double elbow drop. Well done, G-Wiz. Unbelievable by G-Wiz there. The athleticism is unbelievable.
He cleared half the ring, did the former House of Pain heavyweight champion, Garrett G-Wiz Bond, and now he's lining up Brandon Brooks for that rolling knee, it looks like. And Troy takes one for the team. I don't know whether he got all of that, but Gareth counters Brandon and hits a TKO.
Oh, a kick! How did he kick out of that?
You see the look
unbelievable.
You see the look on Brandon Brooks' face. I thought that was it. But he isn't a former champion for nothing. You don't win that belt unless you have toughness on your side. As you see G-Wiz trying to pick up Brandon Brooks for some sort of power bomb or power driver attempt, but Brandon Brooks uses his speed and follows up with a pump knee to the face.
Tag made by H-Block.
And a big diving drop kick, one-footed drop kick across the ring.
Nyle Hind tags in.
Big enziguri
Troy
there.
tags in.
H-Block trying to get the advantage again.
Oh,
A kick, a knee.
I think Troy wants to finish this right now. Zach Morris has tagged in.
Oh, big
Don't think
3D.
they've realised.
I don't think.
And there's
Zach
the 3
Morris.
count. Zach Morris steals a win.
Zach Morris catches the former heavyweight champion Big Papa Goose Troy.
What an unbelievable contest that was.
He catches him unaware. He thought H-Block was the legal man, but as he came off the rope, Zach Morris made the tag. A successful double team on H-Block.
I told you that tag team experience came in handy here today, and they picked up the win. Zach Morris, G-Wiz and H-Block, your winners of the 6-man tag.
Oh, amazing. And now, as you see in the ring, Pro Team having a big argument.
They are not happy with each other.
Hind
What's going
storming
on?
off. He's not happy. Brandon Brooks walking away from Big Papa Goose Troy. You see Big Papa Goose, he is absolutely seething in the middle of the ring. He has been abandoned by the rest of Pro Team. Zach Morris got the jump on him tonight and he knows it and he is not happy.
Just goes to show those dirty tactics don't just pay off, do they?
Well, Troy not happy. He's storming out right now. God knows what's going to be happening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to finish up the first episode of Series 2, we have an exclusive appearance from the House of Pain heavyweight champion, the Tank Jackson Bane. Let's hear what he has to say. What's that, Sarah? Say again. Oh, we got a problem backstage.
Somebody get some help!
What happened? Mike, you see anything?
It's nothing to do with me, Sticks. Why don't these two clowns?
Whoa, hold on, mate. Don't make any accusations.
Guys, everyone calm down, alright? Somebody get some help and turn that bloody camera off!